critical natural gas infrastructure, triggering fresh concerns over energy security in the Gulf region and the stability of global energy markets. Notably, the blast occurred late Sunday night at the Barzan gas supply facility inside Ras Laffan Industrial City, Qatar's largest energy processing hub and one of the most important liquefied natural gas export centers in the world. And according to the Qatar Energy, the explosion took place while workers were attempting to restart operations at the facility after months of disruption caused by regional conflict and damage sustained during recent hostilities involving Iran. The incident sparked a massive fire, sending emergency response teams rushing to the scene, as authorities later confirmed that the blaze had been brought under control. But questions remain about the extent of the damage and the future impact on Qatar's energy operations. Notably, Qatar's Interior Ministry reported that at least 54 people were injured in the explosion, while another 18 remain missing. Search and rescue operations continue throughout, with the Qatar International Search and Rescue Group working alongside civil defense teams in order to locate all those still unaccounted for. Emergency crews remain deployed across the industrial complex as authorities assess the entire situation and searched for the survivors. Officials have described the incident as a technical accident and emphasized that there is no evidence of a hazardous gas leak or any immediate threat to the public safety. However, investigators have launched a full-scale inquiry in order to determine the exact cause of the explosion and whether it was linked to the ongoing efforts in order to restore operations at the facility. Well, the timing of the incident has intensified concerns because it comes as Qatar was attempting to recover from months of energy sector disruptions. Earlier this year, Iranian missile strikes reportedly caused extensive damage to infrastructure at Ras Laffan, forcing authorities to suspend operations at several facilities within the complex. The situation was further complicated by tensions surrounding the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most strategically important maritime routes for oil and gas shipments. And at the height of the regional conflict, disruption in the Strait of Hormuz significantly affected Qatar's ability to export energy supplies to the international markets. Although diplomatic efforts and easing tensions had allowed the country to begin restoring production, as explosion now threatens to create fresh uncertainty. Well, the Barzan gas facility plays a crucial role in Qatar's energy network. The plant has a production capacity of nearly 1.4 billion standard cubic feet of natural gas per day and supplies fuel for domestic electricity generation as well as desalination plants that provide fresh water across the country. Qatar Energy owns the majority stake in the project, while American energy giant ExxonMobil holds a smaller share. Witnesses reported hearing a loud explosion across parts of Doha, located south of Ras Laffan Industrial City. Videos circulating on social media appear to show a massive fireball and thick black smoke rising into the night sky. While the footage has not been independently verified, the images have fueled concerns over the scale of the incident and its potential consequences. The explosion has also reignited fears of disruption to the global liquefied natural gas supplies, and Qatar is among the world's largest LNG exporters and serves as a major supplier to the markets across Asia, Europe and other regions. Any prolonged interruption to production or export operations could impact global energy prices and place additional pressure on countries already dealing with supply uncertainties, and energy analysts are closely monitoring developments, as Ras Laffan is considered one of the most strategically important gas processing and export facilities in the world. The industrial city handles a significant share of Qatar's LNG exports and serves as a key pillar of the nation's economy. Well, the incident comes against the backdrop of ongoing diplomatic negotiations in Switzerland, where representatives from the US, Iran, Qatar and Pakistan are engaged in talks that is aimed at strengthening a fragile peace framework and reducing tensions across the Middle East. Well, Qatar has been playing a central mediating role in all those discussions while simultaneously working to stabilize its own energy sector following months of regional instability. While Qatar authorities continue to insist that the explosion appears to have resulted from a technical malfunction, experts also say that the incident highlights the vulnerability of critical energy infrastructure in a region that remains vulnerable to geopolitical tensions and security risk. And as the rescue operations continue and investigators work to determine the cause of the blast, Qatar now faces the dual challenge of managing the immediate aftermath of the disaster while reassuring international partners and energy markets that it remains a reliable supplier of natural gas. Well, the coming days are expected to provide greater clarity on the extent of the damage and whether the explosion will have lasting consequences for the global energy supplies. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.